Filipinos are on the move and not by accident. All over the globe, industries are collapsing under the weight of labor shortages, aging populations, and economic transitions. And quietly, persistently, one nationality keeps emerging as the solution: the Filipino worker. They are trusted. They are proven. And in 2025, 5 countries are going beyond open borders. They are actively seeking, recruiting, and investing in the Filipino workforce like never before. Welcome to Continental Explorer, where we uncover global trends, explore migration movements, and give voice to the people changing the world one job at a time. In this episode, we take a deep look into 5 countries that are really looking for Filipinos in 2025. The opportunities are real, the doors are open, and this might just be your roadmap to a better life. Let's begin our journey. 1. Japan. The land of the rising sun is now the land of rising demand, and guess who they're looking for? Filipinos. In 2025, Japan isn't simply welcoming foreign labor, it's depending on it for survival. Japan's population crisis has reached a critical stage. 1 in every 3 citizens is over 65. Meanwhile, birth rates continue to decline at alarming rates. Entire sectors of Japan's economy are under threat not from competition, but from lack of manpower. Hospitals are operating with skeleton crews. Farmlands are overgrown. Factories are falling behind schedule. And the Japanese government knows this isn't a temporary issue. It's the new normal. To respond, Japan has drastically expanded its Specified Skilled Worker (SSW) visa program. This includes not just caregivers, but also workers in agriculture, food services, shipbuilding, and construction. And they're not just offering jobs. They're providing Japanese language training, cultural integration programs, and perhaps most importantly, pathways to permanent residency, something that was nearly impossible just a decade ago. What makes Filipinos so valued? It's the fusion of work ethic, discipline, adaptability, and language skills. Filipinos are known in Japan for being respectful, diligent, and emotionally intelligent, critical traits in a culture that values harmony and precision. From Tokyo to rural Nagano, job boards are filled with requests for Filipino talent. Japan is no longer asking if they should hire from the Philippines. They're asking how quickly they can bring more in. 2. Canada. When you think of countries that embrace immigration as a foundation of national identity, no nation does it quite like Canada. But in 2025, that embrace has become a full-on recruitment drive, with Filipinos right at the center of it. Canada is facing a demographic imbalance. Like Japan, its population is aging rapidly. But Canada has chosen a bold solution: expand immigration to historic levels. Over 500,000 new permanent residents are expected in 2025 alone, and one of the most targeted groups? Skilled Filipino workers. Why? Because Filipinos have already proven their value across Canada. They are reliable in care homes, efficient in construction, brilliant in classrooms, and increasingly dominant in tech. Filipinos are seen not only as excellent workers, but as ideal immigrants. English-speaking, family-oriented, and deeply respectful of rules and systems. In provinces like Alberta, Manitoba, and Nova Scotia, programs have been launched specifically to attract Filipinos. These include fast-tracked immigration, settlement services, and language upgrading, all funded by provincial governments. Canada's industries are looking for nurses and caregivers for its overwhelmed health systems, skilled tradespeople for its booming housing projects, tech workers to support its growing digital economy. educators to support its multicultural student population. And here's what makes Canada unique: it doesn't just want a worker, it wants your whole family. Spousal sponsorship is encouraged. Children's education is subsidized. And most importantly, Canada treats immigration as a permanent investment, not a temporary fix. In 2025, for every Filipino looking for a future, Canada is quietly saying, "Come home here." 3. Germany. Tucked behind its famous castles, luxury cars, and disciplined economy, Germany holds one of Europe's most urgent secrets: a dramatic labor shortage that threatens everything from its hospitals to its hospitality sector. Germany, long seen as the industrial engine of Europe, is facing a quiet storm. As its population ages and younger Germans favor white-collar or creative careers, entire industries are struggling to find hands-on labor. The healthcare system, in particular, is in crisis. Hospitals have more patients than staff. Nursing homes are desperate for round-the-clock care. The logistics and manufacturing sectors are also sounding alarms. Enter the Filipino workforce. Germany's government has openly acknowledged the Philippines as a strategic partner in solving its labor deficit. Filipino workers are now being recruited for registered nursing roles, aged care assistants, machine operation and maintenance, hotel and culinary services. What's especially attractive about Germany is its approach to integration. New migrants, especially from the Philippines, are given free access to German language courses, cultural orientation, and job-specific training. Germany doesn't just want a foreigner, they want a neighbor, a friend, and eventually, a citizen. The government has streamlined visa and credential recognition processes to make it easier for Filipinos to transition into local roles. From Berlin to Bavaria, Filipinos are finding new homes, new dignity, and a strong social support system. If Europe once felt distant or cold, Germany in 2025 is changing that narrative, with Filipinos as part of the plan. 4. New Zealand. If there's a country that matches the Filipino spirit of community, kindness, and nature, it's New Zealand. And in 2025, this peaceful island nation is doing more than just welcoming Filipinos, it's looking for them. With a population of just over 5 million and massive labor needs in agriculture, construction, education, and aged care, New Zealand sees Filipinos as ideal long-term settlers. Why? Because of shared values, respect for family, love for community, and deep cultural adaptability. In 2025, New Zealand is actively recruiting through government partnerships with Philippine-based agencies. There are priority visas for dairy and livestock workers, construction professionals, early childhood educators, healthcare aides and personal support workers. Unlike other countries, New Zealand emphasizes work-life balance. Employees enjoy strong labor protections, paid holidays, and accessible healthcare. For many Filipinos, this creates an ideal environment. Not just to earn, but to thrive. The Kiwi government is also focusing on family reunification. This means more spouses and children can join their loved ones under expanded visa programs. And after a few years of legal residency, permanent status and eventually citizenship are well within reach. New Zealand isn't offering Filipinos just a paycheck, it's offering them peace, purpose, and a place to call home. 5. The United Arab Emirates. For decades, the UAE has been one of the most popular destinations for overseas Filipino workers. In 2025, it's still going strong, but something is different. The UAE is no longer just looking for housekeepers, clerks, or baristas. It is now seeking skilled and professional Filipinos to support its transformation into a diversified, knowledge-based economy. From the glittering skyline of Dubai to the cultural capital of Abu Dhabi, a quiet revolution is underway. As the country shifts from oil to innovation, it needs talent. Not just any talent, but educated, driven, internationally minded workers. And Filipinos fit that profile better than most. The UAE is now aggressively hiring in fields like IT and cybersecurity, engineering and urban planning, marketing and digital communications, healthcare and medical research. Filipinos are known across the Gulf for their professionalism, English fluency, and cultural sensitivity, qualities that are indispensable in international business settings. And with the Golden Visa program offering 5 to 10-year residencies to skilled professionals, the UAE is making it clear, this is not just a gig. It's a gateway to long-term stability. The country also offers zero income tax, fast-tracked visa processing for Filipinos, massive Filipino communities and support networks, respectful work environments, especially in multinational corporations. The UAE in 2025 is not a stepping stone, it's a destination. And for Filipinos looking to rise to the top, it's a place where ambition meets real opportunity. Across 5 continents, a single truth is rising: the world needs Filipinos. In Japan, they are preserving dignity in aging. In Canada, they are building a new future. In Germany, they are powering Europe's heartbeat. In New Zealand, they are grounding communities in care. And in the UAE, they are innovating in real time. These countries are not just hiring workers. They are inviting families. They are opening doors to education, citizenship, and belonging. So if you're watching this video and wondering, where could I go next? Know this, the path is opening wider than ever. Opportunity is calling. The future is waiting. And maybe, just maybe, the world's next great builder, healer, teacher, or engineer is you. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive with Continental Explorer. Don't forget to like, comment with the country you'd move to, and subscribe for more bold global insights. Until next time, explore beyond borders.